Hi guys, how's it going? Today is a rough morning. I don't know what happened. It might be allergies. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. As you can tell, I'm wearing my glasses. Most people don't know that I have them, but I do. I need glasses for when I stare in the computer a lot, which I did a lot yesterday. And I left work with a pretty bad headache and woke up with a pretty bad headache. So I'm pretty sure that my eyes are straining, but it might also be allergies. You know, it's getting warm outside and all the trees and flowers and stuff are just letting out all that pollen. So I might actually be a little under the weather allergy-wise for the next couple of days while my body adjusts. But, you know, there's no rest for the weary. Since I didn't get a lot done yesterday because of the whole research on YouTube and stuff like that, I have to play catch up. And so, you know, I'm going to have to talk about multitasking because that's what's going to have to happen today. So most people, just like myself, only have one computer. And so since I'm trying to do digital work and edit all at the same time, I can't do that. So luckily I have traditional work that I have to do as well. So, you know, while I'm editing or while it's rendering out, I can actually do some of the traditional work because it takes anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes to render out some of these videos. So I'll be doing two things at once. And, you know, I firmly believe that as a budding artist or as a professional or YouTube star or whatever the case may be, you have to be able to multitask because it is the one thing that will allow you to optimize all the time that you have in the day. I mean, no one can really stay up 24 hours all the time. Yes, you can do your all-nighters and stuff like that, but eventually your body will shut down, so you got to try and make the best use of the time that you actually have. So, you know, if you're looking at 8 to 10 hours, if you can do two things or three things at the same time, you know, that's going to be what's helpful. So, for instance, you know, I'm going to be rendering on the computer, but I'm also going to be drawing, and so I can record myself drawing while it's rendering, while I'm drawing, and then that way I'll have a video, which I can then edit and render out later. But at least that way, you know, I'm trying to do 2 to 3 things all at once. And if you can focus enough, you can, you know, throw on YouTube or an audiobook or something like that and still gain some knowledge. I'm actually going to try and not necessarily catch up with the times, but do a different style. I've realized that a lot of attention on YouTube and social media is going towards the more painted thing, because that is pretty much the industry standard right now if you're trying to work in, you know, fantasy or gaming or stuff like that. So I'm going to try and learn some techniques that I didn't already know that'll make it faster, because one of the reasons why I really haven't pushed forward with working with that whole painted style is because it takes me forever. You know, certain people I know, I have friends who can do a character concept in a half an hour, and I can't paint that fast. You know, I can get a drawing and some colors down, but I think I'm just gonna have to jump into that whole learning process again. But I want to try and glean some knowledge while I'm trying to catch up on everything, and hopefully that'll work, because nothing like, you know, maximizing your time. And I think that's very important for most artists. You know, they don't actually get the fact that you have to do more than just one thing at a time. You're gonna have to draw here and listen there, or do your emails while rendering out or something like that. Multitasking is definitely important. It's not easy for everyone, but I highly recommend trying to get multiple things done and your lists, okay? So if you pre-plan out, this is yesterday's list. As you can see, there's a lot not done. But if you plan out your day and your list, then you'll actually be able to see, it's like, oh, what can I pair together? So go ahead and try it. Try to multitask. Try and do 2 or 3 things at the same time. Now, it has to be things that don't require the same attention. Okay? So rendering out a video that you've already edited is something you can do while then drawing. Okay? So you can render while drawing. You can listen to an audiobook or some instruction while drawing or editing or painting or 3D modeling or whatever the case may be. But you want to make sure that you actually have that. So, yeah. So there's the beginning of the day, and so I'll keep you posted as far as what I get done and whatnot, but we'll go from there. All right. And so begins the beginnings of rendering, and as you can tell, it's going to take a long time. It's saying that it's roughly going to take about 25 minutes to render this video out, and I've got at least 2 more to render out, so looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of traditional work. Alright, well, let's see what we can get done today. Multitasking is the word of the day. I had to leave the office. That headache was killing me, and so I figured I'd just go outside and walk the campus. And I have to tell you, it is such a beautiful day out here today that I'm actually glad that I went out, because sometimes when you get into it, you just completely forget that, the outside is just a wonderful place of inspiration and a place for you to just detox a little bit from staring at that computer all day. And so just wanted to take a nice little walk, catch some sunshine, walk up and down the street, look at all the pretty colors, get rejuvenated, and in a couple minutes I'll be right back in front of the computer. But just wanted to get some fresh air, tell you guys, all you artists out there, make sure you enjoy outside too, because the one thing you really don't want to do is spend all day, every day, inside, behind your computer, locked up in your office, and you just miss everything that's out here. Because I don't know about you, if you ever go outside and then come back and be ready to work, but right now I'm very inspired to get some work done. So I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so we're coming at the end of the day, and today was a lot of editing, a lot of emails answered, and just a lot of catching up to do. I was trying to do a lot of multitasking, which happened with my editing, but for some reason one of my videos said it was going to take 25 minutes, then it took an hour and a half to render out. Don't know what happened there, but I did get 2 videos up and rendered and put up, so they're ready to go, so I don't have to worry about next week. So that's good. Talking about videos, I've been thinking, I've put up 50, 30, and 30s, and I really don't know if people want to watch them. It doesn't seem like they're getting a lot of attention, but that brings us to the whole, do you show fan art or do you actually do traditional work? And I have to say, I am still a fighter for the whole do your creator own stuff, because I think that that's important, that we get a lot more creativity out there so that the industry doesn't become stagnant. And I mean, a lot of things are just rehash after rehash, which is fine because there's not really any original ideas anymore. Humanity's been around for quite some time, but the idea that you should only do Batman or Superman or Flash or whatever because people like it, it's weird. I was listening to a stream of a former student of mine, and he had mentioned, he's like, if you want to do art, do your own thing, but if you want to get famous on the interwebs, as he so put it, you have to draw fan art. And I'm starting to realize that, because I would draw for like a traditional Tuesday. I'd have a commission for Wonder Woman, and there'd be some of the most viewed videos that I have is Wonder Woman or of Harley Quinn or Batman or something like that. And then I'll do something of my own, my original character, and because people just don't know it, and when they start searching and stuff like that, they don't get it. And so, but I think I'm going to keep fighting for just constantly doing original work, because I think that that's important, that once the channel does get a lot more attention and stuff like that, there will be nothing but original, not nothing, but majority of original art, and people can actually see that. And when I start doing my digital Donnerstag, which is coming soon, probably in June, probably start that one up in June. I have a couple videos I have to do some voiceovers over so that I can make sure that that's all ready to go. But most of that is all original, and the last one that I just did was the actual coloring of a character turnaround, which caused me a lot of problems because that digital creation is really hard. So, but I'm hoping to do more of those so people can see the actual creation of a character and seeing the reference and stuff that goes into it and things like that. But besides that, I think I'm going to keep up with Struggle and just do my own thing, because once it pays off, it'll be that much more sweet and rewarding to know that it was mostly done with all my own characters and creations and stuff like that. But not a lot to show today because it was mostly editing. But tomorrow's, or the next video is going to be hopefully jam-packed, because I'm running a 24-hour challenge at the school, and hopefully we'll get a lot done, like a lot done. So I'm hoping that I'll have some stuff to show you throughout the video, and talking with some students and stuff like that. And of course, the 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. faces and artwork, and seeing how things are going. But I better get off to sleep so that I can be up and ready for that, because it starts at 9 a.m. So until then, we'll see you at the next video.